Hello again everybody. Right, time for another beer review. We're doing a good old Belgian one again today. We had a few real ales past one, but now we're going back to doing a Belgian one. I got a box set for Christmas of 3 of these beers in a matching glass, and it is Gauloise from the Bock brewery, or Brasserie de Bock as it's called, and this is their amber. There's a brune in the set and a blonde. The brune's yet to come. The blonde I had with my Christmas dinner. It was rather nice, fruity and malty. Gauloise blonde, I recommend it. I think it's about 6.2% ABV. I think it was nice and cold. It's nice to have with poultry, so it was good for Christmas dinner. But this is excuse me. This is the amber, or Ambrée as it's called in French, Ambrée, and it's not strong particularly. 5.5% on the ABV. It's bottle conditioned, so you need to store this one upright and keep the sediment in the bottom, so be careful when you're pouring it. And it says on the back, serve at 5 degrees centigrade. Too cold, too cold. This is about 8, something like that. Matching glass here. Gauloise. I've got a few of these tulip glasses now. I'll tell you what, if you ever want to get interested in doing beer reviews, all you need to start with is one of these, really. I mean, these balloony sort of tulip glasses, they're not essential, but they're very, very good because it gives them beer room to breathe, and you're away if you're serious about sort of trying them and things. And obviously a decent enough beer. But no, and you can do it with any beer really, just you know, as long as you know what temperature to serve it and things, and it's not too important. But yeah, it's, as long as you've got a sense of taste and a sense of smell and some eyes, then you can do beer tasting really. Right, everything else just helps. Right, I'm going to crack this one open. Gauloise Ambrée, or amber. Right. Oh, I'm glad that's not too lively. I was expecting that to come peeing over the top of the bottle. That's good. Typical sort of bumpy sort of Belgian shaped bottle there. Smells quite light and a bit on the malty side. Right, to pour this out, I'll pour a bit in first and then we'll top it up. Hope you've all had a good Christmas. I have. So just a little bit of a head to start with. That's quite nice. Whole stream of carbonation coming up from the middle, just a whole stream of bubbles. That comes from the re-fermentation in the bottle, the yeast. Just natural carbonation in one. It's like champagne bubbles, just one little strip at the bottom. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on camera with the light shining through it. It's quite dark. You probably won't be able to be honest, because it's not very well lit in here. There's, like I said, I've only poured a bit of that. I've got at least a little fingers with the head there, so it looks very, very nice. It's like a honeyish sort of orangey colour. It's definitely amber, no doubt about it. It's quite a light amber. I wonder if it's a very deep amber. What was light? Yeah. So it's a nice light amber coloured beer with lots of good natural carbonation just coming right from the middle of the glass. Just one long stem in the middle. Looks really, really good. Let's give it the all important swirl and a smell. There's some fruity and spicy hops in there, definitely straight away. You can smell that. So it smells, it's got like a soothing malty smell to it. I'll tell you what, there's some serious lacing coming off of that. The last one I had was really good, the blonde. Now blondes tend to be my least favourite type of beer, to be honest. I like them a lot, but they're my least favourite type. A good you know, fruity sort of beer with character, like an amber or a dark, usually. And this, I'm looking forward to it a lot. Yep, it's like a fruity, fairly deep malty smell. It's quite a comforting smell. Not too strong on the nose. You don't get a whole lot of alcohol, it's only 5.5. Maybe a hint of ginger, although there's obviously no ginger in it. It's sort of like a warming, sort of comforting smell. Yeah, very nice. Man, look at that. I'm going to top this up and then we'll have a taste. Right. So there's more room for it to move around and breathe if you just sort of put a little bit in the glass to start with. That's why these tulip glasses, or anything with a balloony sort of bottom to it, is really good for beer tasting. Now this, I can tell straight away it's going to look great when I've poured it. Belgian beers, you want a nice big head. That's what these glasses are for, they display it nicely. Leave that sediment in the bottom. Yeah, right. Look at that. That's very, very nice. There's obviously a little bit of the sediment gone in there somewhere because it's clouded a little bit, but that's okay, that's fine. I think that looks great. We've had a smell and we've had a look-see, so let's give it a taste. It's a very sophisticated looking glass as well. So cheers, folks. Lots of carbonation on the tongue. Let's give that another one. Flavour-wise, it's not so strong. It's nice. It's nice. It's just not got a full-on flavour. It's like I say, quite heavily but naturally carbonated. So it's fairly fizzy. It's not as smooth as I perhaps would have liked, but that's okay. It's leaving a definite sort of hoppy bitterness in the back, in your mouth, around your mouth and on your tongue. It's medium, not even medium, it's more dry than it is sweet. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of a stuffed up nose, I'm afraid, folks. Let's see if I can get something else from that. It's basically the smell in the taste. It's light and it's malty. It's very light tasting, but it's fairly refreshing. You wouldn't want to serve this at 5 degrees. I don't know. I mean, they must have the reasons for saying that on the bottle, but yeah, it's light-bodied. It's a light-bodied beer. By the way, sorry if you can hear some howling coming from behind the camera, because my mother-in-law is downstairs, and she's watching a very funny program, or she thinks it's very funny, so she's laughing her head off. So my apologies. But there you go. Bless her, she's having a good time. That's the main thing. Yeah. Anyway, back to the beer. I'm gonna have another taste of it. Yeah, very light tasting beer. It's not as malty as it smells, although there is a malty taste to it. It's dry. There's a bit of spicy hop in the background. It's actually quite a subtle tasting beer. It's almost like the smoothness of a wheat beer as well, like that sort of wheaty sort of dryness that a wheat beer has, but it's also got a certain sweetness slightly about it in the character. It's like a dry sweetness. I know that's a contradiction in terms, but it is not a sweet taste, it's just a sweet feel. You feel it on the end of your tongue, on your sweet receptors, on your taste buds on your tongue. Sorry. So she's having a good time down there. Anyway, one final taste, and then we'll wrap it up. Is that 1 minute left?
Yeah.
Right, 1 minute left. Yeah. Very subtle taste, although it's good. It's very, very light-bodied, well-rounded, and it's got a slight sweet feel to it, and it's quite malty. It's quite comforting. So yeah, Gauloise Ambrée. Check it out.